It's a story that we've been following for quite some time. Airline safety, lawmakers, families, and other advocates rallied together after one airline asked the FAA to reduce required pilot training hours from 1,500 to only 750 hours. The 1,500 hours of flight time and training was one of the requirements put in place after the 2009 plane crash of Flight 3407 in western New York. Some say reducing the requirement could help solve the pilot shortage problem, but others say it would just make the skies more dangerous. Good evening, I'm Claudine Ewing. Now the FAA is honoring all of the families who push for more safety measures with a plaque dedication in Washington, D.C. Our Liz Lewin caught up with one of the families at the airport this afternoon before heading out for the ceremony. Liz, what did they have to say?
Hey there, Claudine. Well, a lot of work, as you just mentioned, has gone into this plaque dedication. It's been 12 years since former President Obama signed the aviation safety law into action. And since then, these families of Continental Flight 3407 have been working nonstop to make flying safer for all. But as you just mentioned also, there's been a lot of controversy around whether or not this law has played a role in the pilot shortage. Now, on Monday, those families, including Jennifer West and her daughter Summer, who was only 2 years old when her father Ernie died on that flight, are continuing their work on Capitol Hill, meeting with lawmakers to remind them about the importance of this aviation law. I met up with Jennifer and Summer ahead of their flight to D.C. earlier this afternoon. They tell me while this dedication does mean a lot to them, protecting the law, ensuring that pilots are properly and comprehensively trained and vetted before flying means even more. Thousands of lives have been saved since the aviation law was passed over a decade ago. The West family believes that should be reason enough to make sure it's protected, not weakened or repealed in any compromising way.
It's nice to be recognized for our hard work, but a plaque obviously can't replace my dad. But it can serve as a reminder to not water down the law.
So why would you even want to change that when it's proven that there hasn't been a fatal crash in 13 years since this law? So to me that, like I used to say in the past, money can't tuck my daughter in bed at night. And so we have to keep fighting because there's people that forget about it.
Now, pilots are legally required to have 1,500 hours under their belt before flying, but some say that law is making it difficult to bridge the gap given the nationwide shortage of commercial pilots at this moment, in large part, of course, due to COVID-19, but there's also been an increase in retirement among pilots as well. Claudine, I'm told a full agenda is expected tomorrow for families who will also be meeting with Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, a longtime supporter of that existing aviation law. In the Information Center tonight, Liz Lewin, Channel 2 News.